Good morning, or hi Denise, how are you? I was going to say good morning, but it's just afternoon. Well, where I am anyway, probably where most of you are, it's good afternoon or good evening. There's a few people hopping on. Great. Let me know who's here and where you're from if you're new. Hi, Christine. Long time no see. Hi, Susan from Kentucky. Great, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Heather. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. I'm glad to be back. I had a lovely time with my family. But it's always good to be back home, isn't it? It's always good to sleep in your own bed, right? and just get up in the morning and, everything's familiar. So, but no, I had a very nice time. So, yeah, for those of you that don't know, I've just got back from a New England and Canada cruise. We were supposed to do this trip a couple of years ago, and we were actually going to do a road trip with my two sisters and brothers in law for my 60th birthday. But then, of course, COVID happened, so we had to be postponed, and we ended up doing a cruise instead, which was very nice. We went to, we did a couple of stops in Maine. We went to Bar Harbor, Maine, and then Portland, Maine. And then we went up to Halifax, Nova Scotia. And then our final stop was in St. John's, New Brunswick. So we got a little taste of the East Coast in the fall. And yeah, it was very nice. And we had a little bit of rough weather on the way back down to Boston, but overall we had amazing weather. So yeah, it was really nice. So anyway, today we're not doing any stamping, but I'm going to show you a brand new kit that I think you will love. And I've got a few other things to show you. It's kind of show and tell day. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So it's good to see you all. We'll wait just a minute and then we'll get started. Yeah, so how is everyone? What are you all up to today? Are you doing some crafting? Are you at work? In your lunch hour? Are you in your comfy chair with your feet up watching me? What are you up to? I've got my unpacking done. I've got a few bits and pieces kind of scattered around that I still need to put away. You know how that goes. But my laundry's done, and working on my team packages. I've got a team meeting next Monday, so I'm working on team make and takes. And Christine says a short visit. So Christine's my sister. She was with me. Visit today as I have things to do. Things to do? Goodness. Susan says, out on the farm enjoying a beautiful fall day. That sounds wonderful. Yes, nice weather here too. Lovely day to get outside. So yeah, I hope you're all able to do a little bit of that. All right, so let me switch you down to my desk, and I've got some things to show you, and then we're going to put this kit together, the birthday organizer kit. So let's go down here, turn off this light. So let me show you this in a minute. So I'm going to give you a quick preview of what we're going to be doing, and then I have a couple of other things to show you first. So this is the kit that I'm going to show you today. It's in a bigger box than most of our kits come in, and it's this birthday organizer kit. I haven't even opened it today, and this is what we're going to be making. So that's what we're going to be doing. So stick around if you'd like to see that in more detail, and then let me show you a couple of other things first. So while we were on the ship, we did manage to do a little bit of stamping. I took I took 3 paper pumpkin kits with me. I took the sunflowers, On the Horizon, and Sending Good Thoughts. So we spent a couple of days putting them together. So we did this one day, Sending Good Thoughts, and there were 9 cards, 3 of each design. So it was perfect because my 2 sisters and I each had 3 cards, and I actually gave one. There was another one with the ship in the bottle, and I gave that to my cabin steward with as a thank you note right before we left, and he loved it. He said he'd showed it to his supervisor, and he said he was going to keep it. He'd had a few in the past that were handmade, so he was going to add that to his collection. So I was pleased that he appreciated that. His name was Eddie, and he was lovely. He was from Romania, and he was looking forward. He had a month left on his contract, and then he was going to get to go home and see his wife and his 2 kids. So we made that one day, and then we did this one, the sunflowers. We did those on another day, and so and we actually made, this was my extra one, because what we did on the sunflower cards, the back and the front of the card base are really beautiful, so that we cut them in half and then added them to our own card bases. So I did this one and this one and this one, and then I also gave one away to our servers in the dining room as a thank you also. And I have a little picture, if I can see if I can figure out how to pull it up. Let me see here. I have a picture of, hold on just a second. There we go. So can you see that? That's my sisters. So I'm on the right, obviously, and then in the middle there is my sister Beryl, and she actually got a haircut. She had long hair when she got on the ship, and on our first day at sea she went and got her haircut, and she got this really chic new do, as you can see, so she looks amazing. And then that's my sister Christine on the left, and she's on watching right now. So and there we are with all our sunflower cards. So that was fame at last, says Christine. So that was really fun. Let me see if I can go back to our regular. Yeah, and then let me show you, I don't know if you noticed, but we all had mugs. So my middle sister bought us all these mugs. And so I got this one. I'm the middle child. So I got this one, and it says, I'm the youngest child, the rules don't apply to me. But so my older sister, Christine, her mug said, I'm the oldest child, I make the rules. Mine said, I'm the youngest child, the rules don't apply to me. And then my middle sister, Beryl, she had the mug that said, I'm the middle child, I'm the reason we have rules. So that was really fun. So we took pictures of us all with our mugs. And then my sister Beryl, she put some Scottish tablet inside. Now this is a candy. It's a little bit like a fudge. You can see it's kind of like a vanilla fudge. Have you heard of, I think it's called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Penuche? Penuche? Penuche. I think it might be like a southern kind of candy. But I imagine it's a bit like this. It's kind of got a vanilla or maybe like a butterscotch flavour. And it's very sugary. If you're not careful, it sets your teeth on edge. We went camping in Scotland one time when I was a child, and on our campsite there was a little shop that sold, milk and bread and eggs and stuff like that. And it sold homemade tablet, they call it, tablet. And I used to go every day and spend my pocket money on tablet. But it's very sweet. I already ate a piece. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I manage to eat so much of this at one time? But it's very good. So that was that. All right, so we had fun on the cruise. We had a couple of days at sea when we did our cards, and they let us use one of the dining rooms to spread out, so that was really nice. All right, so coming up this weekend, moving on here, I'm having a BOGO sale. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about that and how it works. So basically what I'm doing is I'm selling all my retired items, or what it amounts to is you get my retired items free when you place an order for the same amount from Stampin' Up through me. So let me explain. So I've got some examples. So here's what they look like. I've got a Facebook group set up called Gillian's Online BOGO Sale, and I'll show you that I'll put that up on the screen in a minute so you can make a note of it. And I've got pictures, I've got albums set up with all the different products. So you'll go to my Facebook group and you'll click on media and then albums, and you'll see there are albums for different categories of products. So there's stamps, there's die and punch bundles, there's standalone stamp sets, there's standalone dies, there's inks, there's papers, there's kits, there's punches, there's embellishments, and all kinds of things. So they're all labeled like this. So they're labeled with a number. So this is 9.31, Sweet as a Peach bundle. And then they're priced at their original price. So this is Sweet as a Peach. So some of them are brand new. Some of them are gently used. Some of them are, used quite a bit, but still, work perfectly well. So this one, for example, you can see I've only used a couple of the stamps here, and all the rest are all brand new. So this is Tidings and Trimmings bundle, $41, and it's got the matching dies. This one is brand new. I purchased it and didn't even get around to using it at all. So you can see it's brand spanking new, never been used, never even taken these off the sheet here. So there's stamp bundles. Then there's things like inks. So here's Magenta Madness ink pattern refill. Now I've marked these down just a little bit because obviously this is a consumable that has that wasn't quite shut, that has been used just a little bit, but you do get, this is basically almost a full ink refill with it. So that's ink pads. There are embellishments. And see, they've all got a number on, and then the item number and the price. So these were the really popular, the In Color Jewels. There's papers. This is a Christmas paper from the last annual catalogue, a 6x6 paper stack, unopened. So what you'll do is when my BOGO starts this weekend, it starts on Saturday, you'll go and look through, and if there's something you'd like, you mark sold. You type in sold in the comments by the photo. You're going to click on the photo so that opens up, and then you'll type in the comments sold, and then you'll write down 1028 Tidings of Christmas. You can abbreviate $11, and you'll make a list of the items that you want. Then you'll email them to me, and all the instructions are on the Facebook group. You'll email to me your list, and then I add up the totals. So say we've got $11 here, we've got 7, that would be 18. We've got another ink pad, 10, that would be 28, and so on. I'll send you back your total, and then you're going to go shop in the online store, spend at least that dollar amount in the online store on brand new products, and then I give you, once you placed your order, then you get these items free. So it's a really great deal for you and for me, because you're getting brand new products, and then you're getting retired products free. And then I'm finding new homes for some of my retired products, and I'm getting orders, and I'm kind of making room for new products when the new catalog comes out. So there are even paper pumpkin kits. There's a paper pumpkin kit here. That is, sorry about the light there. This is the Here's to You paper pumpkin kit, and it has the ink pad, and this one had an extra stencil and sponges in it too. So anyway, there's all kinds of good stuff there. So go take a look. So let me show you. Let's see, where is, so this is my, let me make it a bit bigger. This is my Facebook group. So you'll go to Facebook and just type in where it's the search button is, just type in Gillian's Online. Oh, that should say BOGO, not logo. Silly me. Let me change that. BOGO. There we go. Gillian's Online BOGO sale. Also, if you scroll down through my posts, you'll see some posts about it. And that'll take you to the Facebook group. You can ask to join if you're not already a member. And then you can read all about the BOGO, the rules, and how everything works. And it starts this weekend. So that's that coming up. And then also, next, let me show you this at the end. Let's do the card kit and then I'll show you. Well, I've got my holiday stamper stack coming up the first weekend in November. But let me show you those later so that we can get on with the card kit. All right, so let me grab the card kit. So this I haven't opened. I just looked in the box, but this order came while I was away on vacation. I had it sent to my neighbor, and so it was all here when I got back. So I haven't even opened it yet. So let me grab my scissors. So this is the box it comes in, which is recyclable, reusable. It's a little bit bigger than our normal kit boxes. Normally they come in kind of like a paper pumpkin size box. So this one's a little bigger. I'm going to put it out the way. Grab my scissors. So Stampin' Up! Has 3 different kind of kits. They have crafting kits, they have stamping and non-stamping kits. And so this is a non-stamping kit. And you may be thinking, well, it's not really for me. You know, if you're an avid crafter like me, then you have all these amazing products in your craft room and you're thinking, I really don't need a kit to make when I've got all that good stuff in my craft room, most of which I haven't used anyway. But I think you're going to see that this would make a really nice gift for somebody, whether you make it up ahead of time and give it to them all made up, or whether you give it to them just like this. And I think I'm going to keep one for myself and try and get a little bit more organized next year. So here's the instructions as usual. And so this makes, let's see. So it shows you on the back the contents. So like I say, I haven't opened one of these. You're seeing it for the first time along with me. Well, you might have seen it before. You may already have one, but anyway, this is what it looks like. So contains supplies for 1 notebook and 12 cards. So it looks like it makes 2 different designs of cards, and then it has the envelopes and the notebook, and then inside are all the instructions. So I'll be using those as we go along. I'm going to open it up onto the first card. I don't know, do we do the card first or the notebook? I guess it doesn't matter. So let's look and see what we've got in the kit. So we've got tear and tape. Now they always provide all the adhesives that you need, but of course if you're making it up you can use your own adhesives. Like for example, I may not worry using the tear and tape today. I might just use my Stampin' Seal just because it's a little faster. And you get glue dots usually, these little glue dots, but I may or may not use those today. But the nice thing is if you're giving this to somebody as a gift, you know that they have all the adhesives that they need. The only thing they'd need maybe is a pair of scissors. There's some little sparkly adhesive backed sequins. We've got dimensionals to pop things up. So I'm going to put those to one side so I don't lose them. And then here are our envelopes. So let's look at these. So we've got nice stripy ones. Those are pretty. They always come with nice envelopes. So there should be, let's see, 6 of those. Put those to one side. And then we've got, gingham. Love these. This is one of my favorite colors. So this is soft succulent, and it usually does tell you on the instructions what the coordinating colors are. So let's have a look. Coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors, basic black, evening evergreen, petal pink, Sahara sand, and soft succulent. There's also a couple of things, what do they call these? I forget, that you can scan with your phone. Learn stamping QR code, that's what it is. Learn stamping basics when you scan this QR code, and then you can watch detailed instructions that will take you to the video of Sarah Douglas, our CEO, putting one together. So you've got some options there. All right, so here's the other envelopes, lovely gingham. And then here's our card bases. So we've got 6 of these, and then we've got 6 of these polka dots. Those are pretty. And then here's all the things for making up our cards. So lots of, and these just pop out. You just pop them out carefully. These are the months for the note card. Now, wait a minute. These are not in English, but I'm sure there are English. Oh, here we go. Here's English. So this is a global kit. This is available in our different markets. So it comes in different languages. So if you have a friend that speaks another language, you could use the different ones. And then we've got happiest birthday. We've got, these are for the cards. So let's look at this. These to one side. This is the notebook. It's really pretty. Now this is using the Cottage Rose suite. So if you have the Cottage Rose bundle, you could do some extra embellishments. You could make something like a title to go on the front, maybe with some stamping, or you could just leave it like this. We're just going to leave it like this for right now. And then when we open it, so you can write something in there to your friend, or you could put their name, and then there's one pocket. And then here's where we would start putting the months of the year. And these kind of, this is not attached. This white piece is not attached to this, so it does allow some room for expansion. So let's stick on some of the tags here. So January, and put this, see if I can get it in the middle here. January. And then you can make up your cards and put them in here. And you could make up some additional ones. You don't have to just use these. You could put anniversary cards in, graduation, whatever. So February. I'm not sure, I won't do them all, I'll just do a few. Here's March. All right, so, and then you would continue on April, May, obviously. Let's look in the back. Oh, and then there's another pocket in the back. So you could even put some for the following year, or some other notes. And then obviously you would write on here, the dates of people's birthdays, like Uncle Joe's birthday, 24th of January, and, Sister Christine's birthday, 7th of March, whatever. So you can go ahead and do that in advance. So that's lovely. I love the colours. So let's put together, I'm just going to do 2 of the cards. We'll just do one of each design. Does anybody have this kit? Everyone's gone quiet on me. Let's see. I'm going to grab the card. I'm going to do, let's see, we'll do the polka dot one first. So let's fold this in half. And maybe zoom in a little bit. Let's see here. Zoom. There we go. All right, some instructions. There we go. I had things open on my screen and I couldn't see my whole screen, so I was trying to shut some of them. All right, let me find where the instructions start for this one. Okay, so right here. So I need, Denise says, don't have it, but thinking it might be nice for my daughter. Yes, I mean, I think it would be a really lovely... Now, Denise, will you give it to her made up, or will you give it to her to make? Is she like, is she crafty? So I need this piece. Oops. And this piece. Now I'm just making them up as the instructions say, but obviously you can, you know, do more embellishments, more stamping if you like. So I'm going to grab, it says to use the tear and tape, but I'm just going to grab my Stamp and Seal. So this would be maybe like a good masculine card, or for someone that didn't like a lot of flowers and frills. So I'll see if I can line this up straight here. Oh, Denise says her daughter's very crafty. So yeah, so maybe just give it to her like as a Christmas gift, just like it is, and then she can do it. And the nice thing is that you don't really have to be that crafty to do this. So if you've got a friend that says, I really love what you do, but I could never do it, I'm not crafty, maybe give them this to try, and they'll see that it's really fun and not that hard. And I think it would be just a lovely gift. All right, so that's that. And then we need a happy birthday. And it's perfect because you've got your organizer and then you've got 12 cards all ready to go. Okay, so these are stickers. Is this right? Happiest birthday. Yeah. So I need one of these. Now, you could just stick it on like this. It is sticky in the back. But what I'm thinking is that I want to pop it up a little bit. So this is just something, a little option. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Good to see you. So what you can do if you want is if you have an embossing buddy, or you could even use some like cornstarch or talcum powder, I'm just going to tap on the back all over. And what it's going to do is it's going to take away the stick. I don't want to put dimensionals on it while it's still sticky, because if it goes in the mail, it's going to look really weird and uneven and bumpy, because the bits that are still sticky but don't have dimensionals on are going to get squished and still stick down to the card. So you'll have some parts that are raised up and some that are still sticky. Some that are not. So now I've taken all the sticky off, so now I can put some dimensionals on the back. Here's my dimensionals. And this is purely optional. You don't have to do the day. And I'm going to go off-piste and stick dimensionals on, but obviously you could do whatever you like. All right, so getting chilly here in the UK. You can send some warm sunshine. I'll try. I forget where you are, Wendy. Tell me where you live again. I forget. I've got a terrible memory. So we'll stick this on. And then we'll do a few little sequins. And obviously, if you were sending this to a guy, you could leave the sequins off. Or you could add some of your own. You know how I love the black matte dots. You could put some of those on here. They would look good. So I'm going to use my take your pick. And we'll put, oops, I think I put a couple up here. Swansea, oh yes. That's a lovely part of the country, Wales. Let's see, let's put this one just, put that one like that. I feel like I almost need another one, maybe like that. There we go, that's cute. So that's one card. That was super easy. And then you could just write inside, if you've got some other stamps that you like to add, you could do that. So that's one. So I'll put that aside, and in a minute I'll grab the envelope. And then let's do the other one. So let's see. So I've got the rest of these. And let's grab the other. So here's the other card base. Now this is a really pretty back too, so if you wanted You could even do like I did on the sunflower cards when we're on the cruise. You could even cut this in half, trim these down just a touch, and then you could put them on an even evergreen card base. That would look really pretty, wouldn't it? But we're just going to make them, see, where's my bone folder? Isn't it? There we go. So let's just burnish that. All right, so how does this one go? Let's pull these instructions. Okay. So we need, oh, there's another piece. We need this, yeah, Wendy's saying she got a couple. So see, these are really popular. And you know what, with the Stampin' Up! Kits, the popular ones, they sometimes sell out. So I'm thinking if you like this kit, you need to grab it pretty soon. Oh, so this one goes around this way. And then this is going to go across the middle. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal. But obviously you can use whatever adhesive you like. So this is going to go maybe just below the middle. I don't know if I did that too low, but we'll see. Then let's pop all these out. So we've got a couple of leaves. Yeah, so the popular kits sell out, and sometimes they come back, but sometimes they don't. And sometimes they do come back, but they take a long time. So, yeah, and even though, you know, I would call myself an avid crafter and I have a lot of supplies, I still do. There's definitely a time and place for kits. You know, if you're in a hurry for something or if you're going away. So let's see, this needs dimensionals. As you saw, how we did the kits on the ship, I was really glad I'd taken those because it meant that we could just have fun sitting and crafting together. I've never got to do that with my sisters before, so that was a really special time for me. All right, so what am I doing here? I've got dimensionals on the back of my flowers, and then I need glue dots. So let's see, let's put some glue dots in the back here. I'm going to use my whoops, throwing stuff around. Well, let's see, I'm going to use my take your pick tool and put some glue dots. If you have the tip of scissors, you could use those too, and you can take them off with your fingers if you have like some sharp nails. Yeah, and we have a lot of kits now. We have a really great selection, and we have a number of Christmas kits. So if you're behind or you don't think you're going to have time to do your Christmas cards, there are a number of kits that have Christmas cards. And you can, the nice thing is you can just purchase some of those and then you can add a few embellishments if you like. Now, okay, so let's see, I like to, now you can add these first. I like to put my big flower on first and then I poke the others underneath, but if you prefer to do it the other way around. So let's see, how do they have it? They've got it kind of like this, haven't they? So let's put that on. And if you don't put your dimensionals too near the edge, then you can usually poke things underneath. So that's how I like to do it. Otherwise I feel like I don't get my main image in the right spot. So we're going to do this kind of like that. Wendy says she got one for her granddaughter. She's 5. Oh, how fun. And she's going to do it with her mom maybe. Or are you going to do it with her? How fun. All right, let's get the backings off here. So you can just use the, oops. When we were on the ship, making these, we had little white pieces, little white backings of the glue dots and the dimensionals all over our table and all over the floor. The poor person coming up and cleaning after us. We tried to clean up, but must have thought, what the heck was going on here? See, then I can just poke this underneath and position it exactly where I want it, like that. And then this one. Yeah, Wendy says she thinks these will go fast. I think so too, because I think it's just a really great kit, especially with the holiday season coming up. I think it's just a really great present. And like you say, people are buying multiples, and yeah, I love the colors. Oh, she says her granddaughter will make it with her mum. Well, that's great. What a fun idea. Yeah, I bet my granddaughter would like making it too. Actually, my daughter's does Stampin' Up too, so she probably knows of the kit, but I could buy one and make it up with my granddaughter, and then she could give it to her mom as a present. I might do that. That would be a fun idea. My daughter's really into journaling and, you know, things like that, so she would, I think, really like this. She could decorate it with her journaling stuff. All right, so let's get the sentiment for this. You see how quick they go together. And if you're doing them all at once, obviously you could kind of do them production style, where you do each piece, you know, all of one part at a time. Beryl's on here, my other sister. I don't see her. All right, so I need the one that says it's your day. I've got a few different languages here. We've got German, heute ist dein Tag. We've got c'est ta journée, French, and then this language, Dutch maybe? I think that might be Dutch. So anyway, and then this one, again, we could do the same trick where we pop it up. But yes, Wendy, she is. Christy, she's in the States. She lives very close to me with a couple of grandkids. So let's see, how am I going to put this? I'll just poke it under there just a little bit. There we go. That's so pretty. Dutch. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, so let me grab a couple more my little rhinestones. Put these on. Not rhinestones, sequins. Oops, where'd that one go? Oh, it's still on here. Oops. There we go. And we'll put one right there. And there we go. Okay, so let's put them in. We'll grab a couple of envelopes. Let's grab our little notebook back. Oh, let me zoom out just a touch. Oops. So, a couple of envelopes. One of these. Oops, that is not envelope. Envelopes. So here we are. So we've got one of these, and we've got one of these. So now let's see, which envelope goes with which, do you think? I think I'll do, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I think I'll do this one. Oops. With this, because the stripes seem a bit more masculine maybe. And then the gingham kind of matches the gingham on here, so I like that. Pretty envelopes though. And then we can put these inside here. So we could put one in January. We can do one in March maybe. And there we go. So, and there's plenty of room for all of them. So, isn't that lovely? I think it's really lovely. It's really nicely made and heavy duty. So that is called the Birthday Card Organizer Kit. And I will put a link to it on afterwards, after this. But yeah, absolutely love it. I think, like you say, I think, like Wendy says, I think it's going to sell out. So don't delay, don't leave it too long. All right, so lastly, I just wanted to show you, and I will show you, actually, they have some, like I say, they have some more Christmas kits. and some others that would be good for gifts. So as we move on into the holiday season, I'll show you some of the others on my Facebook Lives too. But before we go, I want to show you the cards that we'll be making in my Stamper Stack, which is coming up the first weekend in November. Mindy says, I'm very pleased with this kit, such good value. Yes, it is. Now, I don't remember how much it is. In the US, I think it's $25, which I think is a very good deal for that nice binder and then the 12 cards. I think that's so maybe like $1 each for the cards and then $12 for the, the notebook and binder. I think that's a really good deal. So anyway, in 2 weeks' time, I have my holiday Stamper Stack, which is where people come and make lots of Christmas cards. I design slightly simpler cards than I would do in my normal class. And then my team member, Kristen, has designed some of them also. I don't have all Kristen's here with me because she has some of them at her house. And she just took pictures and sent to me so that I could put in the email. But I'll show you what I've got. So I've sent out an email already. If you're on my email list, you would have got an email with all the pictures of these on. And then there's a form attached that you fill out and you indicate how many of each card you want to make at my Stamper Stack. And it's a 2-day event, so you can come for as long or as little time as you want. And when you arrive, you get a kit to make all the cards that you've selected, and you just sit and make cards. So this is one of them. So this one, there were 2 options. This is using the Boughs of Holly, I think is the name of the bundle. So there's one that's more the greens, and then there's one with the holly. And I have other sentiments available for you to use if you want to do something different from what I've done. So there's that one. And then there's this one, which is using the window wishes, I think maybe. It's got a little bit of vellum. And then this paper in the background is from the gnome bundle, actually. And I used a little bit of the white craft ink just to drag across the embossing folder to just make it pop a little bit, give a bit more dimension. Here's a gnome one. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Mr. Gnome, and he's got a little jingle bell on him. This is also using the Window Wishes bundle, but it's creating a scene, the cute little station wagon. This one, I think I might use for my Christmas cards this year. This is, I've forgotten the name of the stamp set. Maybe Peace to You, I think. So there's 2 options. You have the nativity scene or the church. And then there's some other options for sentiments too. So if you're local and you would still like to do some of the cards, I can make a kit up for you. And they're priced at $2.50 each, but you get the first 6 free with a $30 order. So if there was one you liked and you didn't have the stamp set for it, you could just order that as part of your $30, and then you'd get your first 6 cards free. All the die cutting, or nearly all the die cutting and the embossing and that kind of thing, will all be done ahead to make it, because we want you to be able to put, make a lot of cards in a short amount of time. So we're going to try and make it as easy for you as possible. This is, I forget the names of I've just been away for 10 days and I've forgotten everything. But anyway, we've got cards with a cute little cat and a cute little dog. So you can choose which one. And then these are Kristen's. This one I really love. She's got some of that snowflake vellum. Very pretty. And then she's finished the insides of hers too. How lovely that is. I've got to work on the insides of mine. And then, thank you. And then this is another of Kristen's, the gingerbread. And she's got these kind of popped up a little bit. Isn't that pretty? Have a sweet Christmas. And then this one is one of Kristen's too, with the little Santa. Some vellum back there, really pretty. And that's the last one I have of her. She's done 3 more also, but I don't have them, but they are in the email. So just write me a comment. If you're not on my email list, I'll put the link to join. But let me go back up here, turn on my lights. But yes, if you would like to get the email, if you'd like to order some of these, then make a note in the comment or click on the link that I put after. Once I've finished up here, I'll put the link to where you can join my mailing list, and I'll send you the email, and that way you can sign up to get some Christmas cards. You could just order a few from me, and then if you've got the stamp set, then you can, copy mine and make a bunch more. So anyway, well, I hope, I thought, oh, maybe I'll be quicker today because I'm not doing any stamping, but still gone on quite a long time. So I hope you enjoyed that today, kind of a bit of a show and tell, and I look at one of the new kits. So my website is up above if you'd like to order one of the kits or one or more of the kits. Don't forget that every order over $50, I give you a free pack of embellishments. And if you want to hold on till this weekend, you could go look at my BOGO sale and then order some kits as part of that process. Pick out some retired items and then order some of the kits and then get your retired items free. So that would be an option too. And just go to Gillian's online BOGO sale, and I'll put the link for that too after this. So anyway, hope you have a great rest of the week, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me and hanging out, and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye for now.